Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be in the world. I think we're live. I hope we're live. Am I live? Is the audio coming in? Is the video coming in? I know some of us streamers, Gorgo, myself, I've been having some audio issues sometimes where all of a sudden the audio kicks off. So if that happens, please let me know right away. And I can see if I can fix it. Sometimes it's just when you switch between scenes, it messes up the audio for some reason. Good morning, Mr. Norris. Well, probably good afternoon wherever you are. Thank you for the update there. Glad I'm coming through and so excited to get started with today's stream. So much to talk about, so much to do. And I thank you guys for tuning in. So you're still suffering from the Halloween hangover. I still got the orange shirt on here. Probably you know what team that is going to be the focus of today. Hoping to get some good pack luck from that team. And yeah, the candies are still around. Still have a few coffee crisp that I have to get into. And the sugar rush starting to come down with the kids. So hopefully you had a good Halloween. And is it cold enough for you? That's something we say in Canada. I don't know if you guys say that in other parts of the world, but you know, that's part of our casual conversation. We'll come up to someone that we kind of know and we start that off with not, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? We'll say, is it cold enough for you? Go into the bank, talk to the teller. Is it cold enough for you? Well, why do we say that? Because in Canada, it is darn cold where I am right now. The weather update. And this time I'm showing it in Fahrenheit because most of you will relate a little more. Currently right now, where I am in Edmonton, Alberta, it is a blustery 19 degrees Fahrenheit. Just a few miles south of me, we are right on the edge of a major snow band, and just a few miles south of me, on one end of town, they got about 4 inches of snow, and on the other end of town, maybe half an inch of snow. So Edmonton was kind of right on that band of a major their first kind of major snow activity of the year. And I know some of you are in Florida and you're in your shorts and your t-shirt and, oh, it's 85 degrees here. All I have to say is, coffee is much better when it's cold outside. Yes, it is cold and we're supposed to get more snow on Saturday, although we get up to 28 degrees Fahrenheit. And then you see we go down to 8 degrees Fahrenheit on Monday with snow. So Canada, not the time of year you want to come visit unless you like hockey and building snowmen and walking around in parkas. But otherwise, you might want to wait. This kind of stays with us till towards the end of April. So April is when we start to get above zero again, kind of on a more consistent basis. So again, welcome guys to the channel. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. Again, just a quick reminder, if you want to get more packs, if you're into opening packs and you don't want to spend the money, many ways you can do it. You can do it through the historical challenges that Gorgo went through last week. You can do it through several tournaments, perfect draft tournaments. And of course, you can do it through the regular tournaments as well. And as I show on my YouTube tutorials, I kind of run the bronze and the iron tournaments and find a lot of success in that. I'm getting probably about 100 packs a week on the Gladiator team. I'm a little weaker in the bronze tournaments. I'm getting probably about 60 to 70 packs a week doing those tournaments. So again, go check out the YouTube channel, Laptop Hound Simulation Gaming on YouTube, and you can find over 100 OOTP videos there. I cover a couple other platforms as well, and getting so close to 1,000 subscribers there. And I know a lot of subscribers are from my OOTP audience. And if you're watching, thank you so much. And if you haven't checked out my channel, it would mean so much just to drop in and watch a couple videos, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. really pushing to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Again, doesn't cost you anything. YouTube to watch videos and subscribe to channels is free. Also, just a quick little heads up, I am coming on Saturday, but I am not coming on to cover OOTP content. So if you are following, you'll get a notification that Laptop Hound went live, but it won't be for OOTP. It will be to cover my other affiliate that I just became a partner with, and that is the other app that I use on my channel on YouTube, and that is a collecting app called LiQWYD. So on Saturday and Wednesdays, I will be going on and covering a little bit about the LiQWYD app. It's a collecting app. That's my other passion. Simulation baseball is one passion. The other passion I have is collecting. Right from as far as I can remember, I've collected things, even if it's just rocks from outside. And on Saturday, I'm going to go through and we're going to have a good community talk about collecting and our passion for collecting. And I'm going to go over the app known as LiQWYD, another free app you can download and, collect different things from franchises. There's Disney, there's Rick and Morty, there's a lot of NFT kind of franchises. And we're going to talk about the app and how you can be part of that and get into collecting digital items, which seems to be a big thing right now. I know there's a lot of pros and negatives to NFTs and, all that kind of digital world, but I'm more of a true collector. I like physical items, but I do like some digital items as well. And so on Saturday, if you see that notification, there's usually a little blurb that goes with it, I think. It won't be OOTP. There won't be OOTP drops. It'll be focused on the LiQWYD app, and that will be on Saturday and Wednesdays. And there will be prizes for watching, and you got to be on LiQWYD, though, of course, to win these prizes. But we'll go through that and setting up the app and all that kind of stuff. And there's even some Major League Baseball things on there. Don't sign up yet. If you plan on signing up, don't do it yet, because I'll have a code where you'll get some free credit on LiQWYD for using the code that I give on Saturday. At least that's what the plan is. All right, so again, just kind of wanted you to update on that because I don't want you popping on Saturday going, hey, where's my pack drops? That won't be Saturday. I will be back OOTP wise on Monday. So again, still getting the hang of this program and Twitch, getting better. I'm going to run my first contest today. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But also today we're going to do the first year draft for Get in the Game. And I got about 10 more of you that put in entries and you created players, which is really cool. And they are in the draft. And if you did fill out that form, you will see your player drafted to one of the 1921 teams. So excited to do that a little bit later. If you have not done that, if you're new to the channel and you do want to be part of this In the Game franchise series, you got to wait until the next draft. So next week, once we finish the next year and get to the next draft, I'll put out the form again that you can fill out if you want to participate. Just something kind of interactive fun that you can do. So we'll do a little bit of Get in the Game a little bit later. And new cards. Yes, this one was released a couple days ago. There is an 89 Matt Williams in the game. Hence why I had to put on had to go back to the Giants jersey. And of course the Tim letter plate on the back. And yeah, a lot of San Francisco Giants talk today. And a new 89 gold card, and this card has power. If you haven't seen it yet, it has power. This is a screenshot that I took from C-Wit, as he posted it on Discord, and he was going, wow, what kind of power does that card have? So you can see that Matt Williams hits pretty good against the lefties. The BABIP is kind of low, and these ratings look a little different. The colors look a little different when you look on it on the computer compared to the mobile version. So his BABIP is kind of low, but he has a lot of power. So interesting how that card will play at the lower levels. Don't think it'll play at the higher levels, but that is currently in packs, and it will be easier to get than the Pujols and the diamond ones because this is a gold card. So your chances of pulling it is a little bit better. Not sure how many have been pulled yet. Also, that leads into, again, tonight and tonight's set. Tonight we have new cards, and new cards that are probably going to be part of missions, the Platinum 3 missions, or they might be two separate things. So we do have 2 cards, and Bailey, as we get into the game a little bit later, if you want to change your player's name, you can do that, or maybe when we take our break, maybe just send me a quick whisper and I can do that during the break. Yeah, but absolutely, if you want to change your player name. What was his original name? Do you remember? Or if you want to just post it now and then during the break, I can do that. So yes, we have new content tonight. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I am the lead up to the lead up to the lead up to DishNet. So I think there's 2 or 3 other streamers before DishNet comes on, 9 p.m. Eastern. And remember, you can get 5 affiliate packs by watching old guys like me. And then you can get 5 more affiliate packs by watching DishNet tonight. So you can get 10 free packs to open up after Dish streams tonight. So 10 chances at some of those new cards that are coming out. So that will be exciting. Also, because it is Thursday today, as I said, it is my first affiliate giveaway. OOTP has given me the go-ahead to do a giveaway every week, and I thank OOTP for allowing me to do that. I know some other affiliates do that as well, and I had to, ask a few times, and ultimately they said, yeah, okay, we'll allow you that opportunity. That will be at the end of the episode. So in our last segment, I will do the giveaway. I'm new at it. I hope it goes okay. Gorgo has been a blessing in helping me set all of this up on Twitch, and we will do that giveaway later in the stream. So stay tuned for that. Stick around as we'll get to a giveaway. It's not a lot. I'll announce what it is a little bit later, but especially with new stuff coming out tonight, I wanted to do this on Thursdays so that you have, hopefully you'll get the reward, the prize to use for the new packs. All right, you do a 10,000 point giveaway. Nightbot just gave away, yes. So there it is. That was good timing. I was waiting for Nightbot to kick in. So 10,000 point giveaway, and again, that's 10 packs, or it can go to purchasing a card on the card shop. It's better than nothing. And again, I thank OOTP for allowing me to do that. Thank you for the new follows. Rick Rock 00. Thank you for following. And the real Teddy O. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I know on Discord, a lot of the OOTP members are unaware that there is a separate channel in Discord that says streams and videos. I came across someone that posted it on Tuesday, and they said, hey, don't forget, go check out the affiliate streamers. You can get free packs. And some people were like, what? Really? You can get free packs by watching Twitch? And yeah, a lot of people are unfamiliar with that. I think because you have to subscribe to the stream and video channel on Discord, or if you used to and you unsubscribed, you have to resubscribe to that channel. But anyway, yes, you can get free content by watching streamers like EVC, Gorgo, Kidneys, many other streamers out there that provide you content. Yuka, Nersha, Tetsuiji, I know I'm missing a few. iRock, yeah, there's a bunch of good OOTP streamers, and we try to stream at different times of the day, different time zones, to give you guys that opportunity to pop on. So thank you again for the follows. L, Kel, LK Hall. LK Hall. You know what you did? You know what you did? LK Hall. Ko-fe-e. Right? Right? I get you. I get your play on words there. So none LK Hall in my Ko-fe-e this morning, but thank you for the follow. Maybe if it was a late night stream, we might have a little Bailey's. In Canada, that is kind of the LK Hall flavoring a lot of us use in our coffee is Bailey's. A nice cream to add to any coffee beverage. Not officially sponsoring this stream. So guys, giveaway will be a little bit later. So excited to do that, and we'll get to all the details in the last segment. All right, let's get to one of the things I love doing. Get involved in understanding some of these cards that we play with. A little bit of connecting with baseball past. An easy one for you. I've given you a few subtle hints already. Come on, who's on the ball? Who do we got? Who is that? Who is our feature historical baseball player? Not as historical as some of the other ones we've covered, but who is this? Who do we talk about today? Gives me a chance to rest the voice. RB. Yes. Again, another reason to go back to the orange jersey. Willie McCovey. Right? How many of you have Willie McCovey in your lineup right now? I'm betting a lot of you. One of the money cards, one of the meta cards in the game, and one of the first missions of this version of the game was the build a lineup Willie McCovey card. And hey, maybe that's a sign. Maybe when Dish tonight does call your shot, maybe you call the build a lineup McCovey. I don't know. Maybe there's something out in the universe that made me choose him today. So, a little quote. This is the question I posed to Willie McCovey. You're the manager of the other team in a tie game with 2 outs and nobody on in the 9th. The batter is Willie McCovey. Now, before I could finish, Willie broke in, I'd walk him. Then he laughed. It's really no laughing matter to the San Francisco Giants slugging first baseman. However, a lot of the other managers would do the same. And yes, tie game, bottom of the 9th, no one on. What do? Willie McCovey can win it for you or lose it for you. Do you walk him with no one out? I guess it depends on who follows him in the lineup, kind of what the roster construction is of that day. But yeah, that would be an interesting decision. I guess it depends when in the season you are, what kind of the records of your teams are. But if it was a crucial game, I think I would walk this guy because we see in OOTP, he definitely has the ability to hit one out of the park. So Willie McCovey, great career with the Giants, over 8,000 at-bats, over 1,200 runs, 2,200 hits. So he wasn't a hitting machine, like a Pete Rose. Hit a few doubles, a few triples, which for a big guy, kind of amazing that he did have the gap power. 521 home runs. Don't know where that ranks him overall in home runs, but it's got to be in the top 30, I'm guessing, for home runs. 1,555 RBIs, and not a great career batting average, 270. But you're not playing Willie McCovey for BABIP. You're playing him for that home run shot. He is one of the better cleanup hitters because you want him for the home run, but he still has that ability to get you a double, a triple, or a single. So yes, Willie McCovey, a award-winning career, MVP, All-Star multiple times, Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, and 1 All-Star MVP. Although I don't put a lot of value in that. It's kind of a fun game. Willie McCovey is in the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown. And have you guys, any of you been to Cooperstown? I've never been there. It's kind of a dream place I'd like to go at some point. I didn't realize his nickname was Stretch. Sometimes you come across player nicknames, and yeah, he was a tall, lanky, well-built guy. And yeah, it could be cool to see some of the memorabilia of Willie McCovey. He is in the game. We all know he's in the game. He's been in the game for a long time. A 100 rated card. There's also a diamond version, a gold version, silver, and bronze. This was my first choice. When I was completing Build a Lineup, I wanted to complete this one first. My second choice was, who did I pick second? I think it might have been Kevin Brown, I think was my second choice. So yes, Willie McCovey, great card, still plays all the way up to Perfect League. Although with so many good first basemen out now, Gehrig and Tomei and Pujols, so many good first basemen, you're probably going to have to platoon him or bench him as a bench player in the higher leagues. So yes, Willie McCovey is in the game. And in terms of his performance in Rocky Mountain, my team, he's been on the team since 2034. So I was late getting him as a 100 rated player. Didn't get him till 12 seasons after. I'm a free to play player. But you'll notice some of the numbers in his career. His best year was probably 2037 in Diamond, where he hit 115 RBIs, career high 35 home runs, 300 average, and a 6 WAR. So that was his overall best record, and his totals are pretty tremendous as well. And this year he's having his best average season so far. He did have a 307 in gold, but this is diamond, so I consider it better. So he's got a 307 as of last night in Rocky Mountain this season. So still playing effectively. A card, if you don't have it, you should build towards that. Get yourself a Willie McCovey card. All right, let me see if I have anything else to cover on here. No, let us go back to the main screen. And as I come to my OOTP screen, I notice that we have a sale. And I have a Twitch drop. So I saw the sale there first. That was, when I go back to Rocky Mountain, we'll go in the transactions and look at that. But first I want to go through again and just do one of these tournaments. This time a 1933. This is one where there's no DH. So here's a strategy where you have to pick 3 strong pitchers. I recommend getting all your pitchers and, before the end of gold for sure. And you want pitchers that can hit, because they're going to go long in the game. They might even pitch the entire game, and they're going to be your number 9 hitter. So here's where you don't necessarily pick your best pitcher overall. You pick the best pitcher for this 1933 era. So we'll go through, we'll do a few rounds. I like this perfect draft the most because I like that old style type of play. And what do we got? We don't really, we got Smokey Joe. So what I like to do when I'm doing this era is go and take a look at the batting. Here's a guy I'm going to take, because he's a strong pitcher, but he's also an extremely strong hitter. He played back in 1911, so it's kind of close to this era. So I get to pick 2 cards. I'm picking him for sure. And then I got to look at the other ones. This is a tough call. Tinker's a great defensive shortstop, utility guy, great outfielder, He a fly ball pitcher or a ground ball? He's neutral. Okay. Might need some help with this one, guys. Often I don't get too stumped. It's pretty obvious, but do you go with the defensive tinker in 1933? He played in 1911. Do you go with the utility of Martin Dihijo? Or do you go with the stud center fielder? Yeah, Bailey. Yeah, exactly. And that's why I wanted to do this one today is to remind you that you got to get those pitchers that can hit, and you really only need 3 pitchers that will go the distance, because they'll go 160 pitches if they have a decent stamina. Oh, you're in this one too, Bailey? Yeah, I think there's still some room in it. I think there was like 43 or 44. So, okay, thank you. That's a nice rival bit of advice. Anytime you want a payback favor, let me know. All right, so we've got Bob Feller. What can he do here? He can't hit, so I'm not going to take him. And that's the only pitcher option. So I probably want guy with contact. Babbitt's probably more important than home run. I would think contact and eye play a little bit better back in 1933. So contact and eye. So Joey Votto might be a good choice, even though he's more of a modern day player. Zach Wheat looks pretty good too. What's his speed like? Yeah, I'm going to go with Zach Wheat. He looks like more of a 1933 build. And you notice he played in 1925. So if he was a star in 1925, he's probably going to be a star in 1933, is my rationale. And I think we'll go Joey Votto. Yeah, let's go Joey Votto. There we go. All right, I'm going the Negro player, 1922, utility, catcher, really good catcher. That is a no-brainer. Javier Vasquez with the Expos. Could he hit? A little bit. I'm going to think about it. A break coming up here, guys. Our first ad break. Help our sponsors out. Keep these Twitch streams going. We'll see you back in the draft shortly. We're back. Hope you got some good ads for wherever you are in the world. Whenever I'm watching streamers, I get the Tim Hortons ad and motor vehicle ads and I think some Doritos ads as well. I can't remember. For me, it's always a good chance to go refill the coffee. So back at the draft here, Biz Mackey is the obvious choice. I'm having a tough call with the second choice. I won't ask all RB this time. And yeah, there are still spots open in this one. It's the Daily Double Historical Best of 5. If you want to go into your perfect draft, go to the tournaments, click on Perfect Tournaments, and you should find this one here somewhere on there. It's probably getting close to getting full. Be fun to get a lot of us participating. And I want to thank Bailey. Bailey, thank you. The first. I feel like celebrating. I don't have any cool songs for you yet. I got to work on that. I'm improving on, working in other elements. But thank you, RB. Sorry, I think I said Bailey. Thank you, RB, for the first Laptop Hound subscription. 1 month subscription. You always remember your first. Even though I might have said Bailey right off the bat. So thank you so much, RB, for the subscription. I wasn't even aware that you could follow and subscribe. I didn't know there were 2 different things you could do. But apparently, there's something called subscriptions. And if you're a Prime member with Amazon, you get to follow someone free with a subscription, or you can subscribe and you get other perks and things like that with subscription. So thank you, RB. It means you don't realize what it means to an old guy like me to have a subscriber. Thank you. And also thank you to Those of you that are leaving comments, I'm trying to get to them all as I can. The real Teddy O says he doesn't like that you can't set 3 pitchers. Agree. So what you have to do, and I'm sure you're aware of it, is once the draft starts, you have to go into the game and set your 3 pitchers. I always kind of have a clock going and, okay, time to go do this. And I might be eating something and I run downstairs and I set my 3 pitchers. So yeah, you only need 3 pitchers for this era. All right, so Biz Mackey and I mean, Vasquez, Nap LaJoie, I'm going Nap. I don't really have a good second choice there, but I'll go Nap. All right, Cy Falkenberg from 1911. He should be able to hit. No, he cannot. Four-year-old Judy Johnson from 1934. Well, this is a 1933 draft. So there we go. Those are the 2 here. And some of you are going, yep, good call, laptop, good call. And others are going, you blew it. That's why we don't all have the same teams. All right, so what do I have? I got my 3 pitchers. I wouldn't mind a decent 4th one that maybe I'll get in silver. But I need a stud center field and a DH. Well, there we go. Jack Clark, welcome to the DH role. Unless you're a good, really good hitter. Oh, good. Thank you for not tempting me. Center field always works that way when there's one position left. But I do have some good irons or a good silver center fielders. Tommy Holmes. Hey, Cicero. Yeah, I'm just interrupting the draft because Cicero helping you stay safe while you're in hospital. Oh, no. Well, not only safe, but I hope sane. Because sometimes in those hospitals, you literally want to go insane. So, yeah, again, followers, I love. Subscribers is awesome. But those that feel I'm helping them in any way, that's the ultimate praise. So thank you so much, Cicero, for that. Again, get out of there as quick as you can. Get back home. And thanks for following the stream. Or are you in the draft and just trying to distract me? What do we got? Don't need... Well, do I go... There's nothing really else here. Except bench players. I think I'm going to go... Even though I just said avoid taking bullpen till later, you still want that really good stopper. So I'm going to go with my stopper. So I'm good on pitchers, except maybe a fourth guy in case I forget to set it to 3. Sometimes I do that and then they run 4 pitchers. So I want to make sure I have at least a decent 4th starter. Nixie. You got to take Nixie, right, guys? He's probably the best hitter of all of them. So there we go. Pitching now is done until... Where did you go? There you are. That's a really good card for the 1933 era. Still need that center fielder. I see a lot of pitchers here. I don't want them. I guess for a guy off the bench, Edgar, he's got the little trophy. I like the trophy, people. There we go. Next up. 4 minutes on time, so I got to speed things up. I get too distracted. Goose, can you play center? No. Newt, utility guy, you're in. Welcome. And my backup outfielder. One more round to get a center fielder here before we get to bronze. OOTP, there we go. Dom DiMaggio, great defensive center fielder. 94. Whew. How you like that, Bailey? Hey, how'd you like that? Just when you thought you had a better team than I did. I got my center fielder. And I guess, what am I looking for here? Another shortstop would be good. I got 3 first basemen? Supposed to warn me on that, guys. Arnie. Can you hit? I'll put you in as a reliever if you can hit. Yeah, you can hit if needed. When in doubt, take a hitting pitcher. All right, we are going to quickly go through here. I'm going to get my second catcher because if I blow that, the whole tournament's blown. And now I'm getting all the center fielders. Tony Kubek, backup defensive shortstop. Always like to go with him as my backup. Don't need a first baseman. Bonnie Bonilla off the bench might do okay. And let's go. Or would have been a better defensive guy. BJ, you can play multiple positions. You're in. 2 rounds left. We got 5, 6 pitchers. I probably want 9. Even 8 would do. We need a couple more pitchers. Another center fielder. Oh, and Wes Covington. Look at that power. He can come off the bench and crank one. Make sure I'm not missing an obvious choice here. Uh-oh. You tell me that, Bailey. I read that just as I go to the last round. I've got 5, 6. 2 cards. I need 2. I will take any 2. I guess I should look if they can hit. Got a little bit of time. Might as well take the best hitters. Bailey, did you do your draft before I drafted, or did you enter yours after? I like Kelly. He's a really splitty pitcher, so he can be used as a specialist. Don't know how that works in 1933, though. And let's just check the hitting ability of Vic. Yeah. I think I'll go Vic Willis and more guy to check. One's yelling, the timer, Lap, the timer. Go. 2 picks. Now, yeah, it said it did not submit because it didn't meet the recommendations, because you have to go in and set your pitchers. Make sure you do that. Just don't leave it, especially in this draft. And I just go auto for now. Now when I submit, it's successful. Notice again, no number 9 hitter because the pitchers. So if I look at my batting ratings for my pitchers, Nixie, I want him number 2 guy. Smokey Joe and Nixie are my 2 best hitters. Donatel is probably my number 3 guy. And then Ted Trent, an okay hitter, but I'll use him in the bullpen. So here I don't care who has the highest rating. In this case, Trent has a higher rating than Willis, but Willis is a better hitter. And then here I just simply go all middle relief. Don't use setup back in 1933. I'm sure they didn't use it. But I do keep my stopper as middle relief as well, because I don't only want him to come in the game for a stopper situation. If my other guys are tired, bring them in. I'm fine with that. These guys won't get a lot of action anyway. And when the tournament starts, I'll make it a 3-man rotation and my bullpen will be fine. Your pitchers don't tend to get tired out. These guys will pitch probably 150 pitches. Stamina, let's check out the stamina. Yeah, they'll go long into the game. Hitting wise, I don't alter too much. I kind of rate by contact and kind of have my best contact guys at the top. So Nap LaJoie, Martin is my best home run guy. Wes Covington, I might want to bring him in. There's no DH. I'm not taking out Wheat or Dingo or DiMaggio. Yeah, I can't. He's got to be my number 1 pinch hitter, even above Martinez. I want that home run possibility. And against the righties, Wheat, Otto, Joy. Wondering where he went. There he is. Mackey, Johnson, Smalley. Smalley's actually my worst contact hitter, so I'm going to put Dom just above him. And home run wise, in Covington, go Clark. Oh, I love Jack Clark in there. Jack Clark, See, when I was drafting, I said I'm going to draft him as a DH. And notice Bailey didn't say anything. Bailey didn't say, Lap, don't do that. There's no DH in this league. He didn't warn me. So Votto, 96 and 56, or Clark, 75 and 104. I'm putting in Jack Clark. Votto as the backup. Votto as the pinch hitter. Covington as the number 1. We just love OOTP, how user-friendly it is, how quickly you can do lineups and tailor them to the way you want them to be. All right, there we go. I think this is the first 1933 draft that I did on stream. Oh, can you, Bailey? You can submit with 3 pictures? You're a helpful guy today. So if I go and just move him, that won't mess my lineup up, even if I forget to go set it to 3 pictures? I can do that? Okay, I trust you, Bailey. You wouldn't lead me down the wrong path. And I hope we do meet up in the playoffs. I think that draft starts... Does that draft start? 63 people in that already. 1 spot open. And that doesn't start till tomorrow. So on the Monday stream, Bailey, remind me how to go back to this draft and see how we did. Okay, good to know. You're teaching me something. So if I have a 5-man rotation and took out a couple pitchers, it would give me an error. But a 4-man taking one out doesn't give me the error. All right, let's enter a quick tournament here. Iron. There we go. I think we're all good there. I'd like to refresh every 30 seconds so I don't miss anything. And yeah, we are good. It's time to get in the game. It is time to prepare for the first year player draft. And if you have no clue what I'm talking about, where have you been? Where have you been the last couple of weeks? By the way, a month on Twitch already. I just checked and my first Twitch stream was at the end of September 30th, I think. So not only my first subscriber, woohoo, RB rocks, but my first month on Twitch. Having a blast. Hoping I can help you guys out in any way and getting help back. All right, we are in the playoffs of Late Night Baseball League. Originally, I was going to do this only on Sunday nights, but some of you begged and pleaded, Lap, we need another Monday streamer. So I said, okay, we'll do it Mondays and Tuesdays and Thursdays. So in our first year of Late Night Baseball League, we've got St. Louis, we've got a dark A, I'm guessing that's a Philadelphia Athletics. We've got a red, I'm not familiar with the old logos. Who is that? That is another Philadelphia team, the Phillies. And we've got the Boston Robins in the playoffs. Well, let's check out if any of our build a lineup, our own version of build a lineup players are in here. For the St. Louis Browns, we have none of our user-created players as part of the Browns. Unless they're on the bench, I guess I should go to rosters. So St. Louis, Not the Cardinals. I never realized back in 1921, so many cities had 2 teams. Probably saved on travel quite a bit, but we got 2 St. Louis, 2 Philadelphia, 2 New York, 2 Chicago, well, 3 New York if you include Brooklyn, and 2 Boston. Yeah, that would have definitely saved on travel. All right, so the St. Louis Browns, let's take a look if we have any of our players on there. A lot of old timers, a lot of familiar names. Joe Pepitone, a great iron card. Annie Lee, former Blue Jay. Sean Figgins. Oh. All right, let's go to Philadelphia. I'm not memorizing all the created players. There we go. Rocco Salta Machiavelli, one of the catchers that was created by one of you guys. He is in the playoffs. The other Philadelphia team. You stats guys probably have all this memorized already. Doc Gidge is in the playoffs. Way to go, Doc. And the last team, the Brooklyn Robins. I know we've got one there. Nick Charman is in the game. And I thought there were 2 Brooklyn Robins. Nick Charman and maybe that's it. Oh, Tony Meow, the cat, is in the playoffs, and Bob Dyson. So the Brooklyn Robins, that's who we're cheering for, guys. They have 3 created players in the game. Yeah, true. They were in different leagues, which I guess makes sense. Let's see here. Philadelphia, Philadelphia. New York, New York. Boston, Boston. Chicago. Yeah. So here were the final playoff, final regular season standings. Pretty good, pretty good. And in terms of the final stats, here are our batting leaders combined. Bob Dyson and Lee Sitch, 2 created players, top 2 in RBIs in the league in the first year. Other names stand out. Bob Dyson, second most at bats. Lee Sitch led the league in home runs with 19. See, here's a case of old era baseball. You don't necessarily want to draft the power hitters, because even back then, a power hitter like Lee Sitch, good power, only had 19 home runs. So avoid, those big power guys. Go for the contact guys, I guess. The BABIP guys. Doc Gidge, the most runs. And our pitching leaders. Any created players that we can see here. Don't see any that's All right, we are back, and just going to show you kind of the heroes of each of these series. So in that first round, the Browns beat the Athletics 3-1, and Joe Pepitone was the player, the MVP of that series. The Brooklyn Robins beat Philadelphia Phillies. Jim Thome was the MVP of that series. And then in the World Series, we had, I'm going to have to rename this. In round 2, we had Ben Chapman for the Brooklyn Robins being the MVP of round 2. So there we go. Again, congratulations to the teams, to the players that were drafted by Brooklyn. We've got 3 of them. Nick Charman, you have your first championship logo. And in terms of our hitters, Tony Meow and Bob Dyson, you too have your first league championship. Considering Tony Meow started in the minor leagues, he recovered really well. All right, let us go and get to this draft and see where you guys end up. We're going to go to finish that and then play to first year player draft. And we'll check to see if any of our players won any awards from season number 1. And we'll find out which real Major League players come into the game. So the first year player draft, here is the mock draft of where these guys may go. In round 1, look at that, Regis Escoffier from France. We've got an import coming into the game. Regis the Louvre Escoffier. I like the coffee part of it. And I think this might be the one that Bailey, I think it was Bailey, said he wanted to change the name. So yeah, you can just give me that name change, and then I will do that later. Because once he's drafted, he's like, I want a cool name. And he legally changes his name after the draft. So I'm good with that. He's projected to go first overall pick. We also have the brother of Tony Meow. We have Enzo the Cat's Meow. He is projected to go number 7 overall. We also in the draft have Alexander Martinez. Alexander Martinez from Chicago, Illinois, a catcher, a really good defensive catcher. He's got a long way to go in terms of hitting. Can he stick around? Will that defense and speed allow him to be a major league player? He is one of you guys. He is in the game. Projected to go in round 2, we have Moki the Magnificent Kojadomo, a 21-year-old from Seattle, Washington, who is almost fully developed, good contact, gap power, avoid Ks, 3-star prospect, and can play second and short, fairly decent infield range, should play well for 1922. The New York Yankees are projected in round 2 to take Kratos, the God of Wars, a 3.5 potential prospect, a pitcher with good stuff, good control, but not really good movement. So this is the design that this player wanted, and it will be interesting to see how it plays out. An extreme fly ball pitcher with not a lot of movement. Good luck, Kratos. I hope you have the gods on your side. But the Yankees like him. We also have a third baseman, Blaze Vaughn Brawls, created by a fellow streamer, EVC, created Blaze Vaughn Brawls, nickname The Puzzler. Yes, He is a third baseman. He can play third baseman decently and got a lot of room to grow. Blaze has some growing to do, but he's only 18 years old. He's from New York. He's a lefty, and we'll see. Spray hitter, pull hitter, fly ball hitter, but looks well balanced. If the OOTP engine is good, he could be a future all-star. Projected to go in round number 3, I believe. I lost him here. Where is he? There he is. Round number 2. Projected to go to his hometown, New York Giants. Who else do we have that's created as we move on to round 3? Don't see any of the created players there. Round 4. There were a couple more. And round 5. Yeah, I might have missed a couple, so I'm just going to go up and look in the short list at all the players. So we went through the brother of Tony Meow. We did Kratos. Phil Glover. Phil Glover is another catcher, and this player wanted a speedy defensive catcher. He is a speedy defensive catcher, but he has a little bit of hitting ability. So I like the potential of this guy from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Phil Glover, an appropriate name. And the last created player for this draft, Vince Jags Whirlwind. Vince is 18 years old. He's from Tempe, Arizona. He can play the outfield dynamically in all 3 positions. Great at center field, great range, error arm. He is a defensive stud. Can he develop? That will be the question. Will the OOTP engine develop this guy? And I'm surprised he wasn't higher up on the mock draft. Oh, he is. He is number 2. I missed him. So we've got Regis projected to go 1, Vince projected for number 2, Enzo number 7, and Phil Glover. So 4 of our created players are round 1 players. And then Alexander, Kratos, Moki, and Blaze are projected to go round 2. So those are the 8 projected created players this time. Again, if you want to get in the game, you got to wait till the next draft now. So let's find out, guys. Let's see where they will be playing. Was the mock draft correct? Or are some of these guys going to fall? Thank you, Coach Dave, for the follow. And Coach Dave, thank you for the follow too. 2 Coach Daves, thank you. And FM Genius 24. FM Genius, does that mean you play FM football? Football manager? Are you a football manager genius? If you are, I respect that. It's another simulation game I've never got into. I'm baseball and hockey. Never really got into the soccer. So thank you for the follows. And again, thank you, RB. First subscriber follow. I didn't even know they existed, but thank you for being the first to do that. Let's continue to the draft, start the draft, and we will go until all 8 are drafted. The St. Louis Browns, the Cardinals, will select Enzo, the Cat's Meow. Projected to go number 7. He moved up the draft as the Cardinals are looking for pitching help, and he looks like he can deliver. 3 fairly strong pitches, a 5-star prospect out of Billings, Montana. The creator wanted me to put Hannah, Montana, but the game wouldn't allow me to do that. So Enzo, you moved to Billings. Good stuff, good movement. Control is the weak spot. We will see how this guy can do. He can pinch hit if he needs to, but he's there for the pitching. So first overall pick from Billings, Montana, we have the cat, the second cat. The Pittsburgh Pirates. Look at that. Regis falls to number 2 from France. Oui, bonjour, monsieur. You go to the Pirates. A really good potential to develop into a contact power guy with a good eye. Defense might be a little bit of a weakness, but it's 1922. I think he'll get by. So, from Montpellier, we have Regis Escoffier. Chicago, the Cubs take Dusty Baker. All familiar with him, of course. How appropriate. First real life player goes to the Giant guy and manager. Jags, Vince Whirlwind goes to, who drafted him? The Washington Senators. He is a Senator. He is that stud outfielder with, good thing he's 18 years old. He should develop, but he is there for the defense. Boston, the Braves take Big Mac. Mark McGuire goes to the Boston Braves. Cleveland, the Guardians take Al Kaline. Okay, some of our created players are falling a little bit. Joe Medwick, we all know him from OOTP. He goes to the New York Yankees. There we go. So far, we've got 1, 2, 3 of our created players. Got all the other players on the edge of their seat. Where am I going, Mom? Am I going out west? Am I going to Central America? Not Central America, but you know. Detroit takes Todd Hundley. So our created catchers fall. Todd Hundley is the top catcher that is taken. Could be a miss. It could be a miss there. Todd Hundley has a long way to develop. I hope that the Tigers don't regret that choice. Chicago, the White Sox take Jason Bay, a good Canadian from Trail, BC, fully developed, 23 years old. He will do well in Chicago. So we got the Red Sox. Are we going to have our third baseman go to Boston? Is EVC going to have to play in Boston? Or does he fall to the Giants? I'm thinking EVC doesn't want to get drafted here. Please don't take me. Hank Bauer goes to the Boston Red Sox. And to New York Giants, we have another catcher, Phil Glover. Fully developed except for his gap power, good speed, really good defense. I think he will be a player that can play there for a long time. So from Philadelphia, going to New York. St. Louis, they take Ray Chapman. Philadelphia take Bing Miller. So now we're getting to the elite teams here. We've got Reds, the Phillies, and the Brooklyn Robins, the World Series winners. To Gorgos Reds, we have our other created catcher, Alex Martinez, who I would have taken ahead of Todd Hundley. Good defense, decent speed, void Ks. 20 years old from Chicago, Illinois, going to Cincinnati. Philadelphia, the Phillies take the shortstop from Seattle, Washington, Moki Kojadomo. Again, got a little bit more room for development. The power is really lacking. So if he can increase that power, he's going to be a decent all-round hitter. Can play second or short, and he will play in Philadelphia. And now the World Series champions. We have, I think, 2 more players to go here. Let's take a quick look. Kratos Wars and Blaze Vaughn Brawls. Will one of them get their career started on a world champion team? The Brooklyn Robins take Mo Drabowski. So we move on to round 2. St. Louis, they're the Kratos God of Wars. From Mount Olympus, not Greece, Mount Olympus, Utah. Sorry, they didn't have Greece as an option for Mount Olympus. And this is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to keep an eye on Kratos and how that movement plays out. Blaze Vaughn Brawls is happy wherever he goes. He's got no preference. Well, Pittsburgh, Chicago, or Washington is my guess. Pittsburgh, Chicago, or Washington. Here we go. Let's go back to the draft. Pittsburgh takes Jeff King. I think he was a Pirate. If memory serves me, yes. So here's where the OOTP gods say we're going to put him on his original team. Chicago, Pat Kelly. Washington. Now, is it a personality thing? Is that why Blaze is falling so far down the board? He was projected round 2, but why don't teams want him? Has he got an attitude? Is that the issue? Frank Catalano goes to Boston. Cleveland, Irv Noren. And here, Destiny, New York. The Yankees select Blaze the Puzzler. And the party is on. The celebration in New York. A hometown boy, third baseman, gets to go and play in front of his friends and family. Blaze Vaughn Brawls goes to the New York Yankees. Very, very cool how that worked out. We'll just finish round 2. Steve Ottavaros to Detroit. Billy Butler to Chicago. The Red Sox take Bucky Harris. Shane Collins to the Giants. Dave Rader to the Browns. AJ Krasinski to the Athletics. A lot of catchers this draft. Chris Davis to the Reds. Chris Brown to the Phillies. And to close out round 2, Ed Herman goes to the Robins. Very cool. There we go. We are going to finish the draft. Yes, we want to auto-complete it. Our top 2 were created players. And then finally, in the middle of the second round, Blaze goes to the Yankees. We can't go back and check that mock draft. I think he was projected to go right around there anyway. All right, we just want to do a quick check-in and see if our created players happen to win any hardware. Did they win any trophies? They deserve a shout out if they do. Pug Bailey, no trophy there. Nick Charman won the World Series. Ranger Robin, no hardware. Rocco Saltamacchia, he won the Gold Glove, so he is a Gold Glove winning catcher, although I think he's going to have a lot of competition from the guys that were drafted today. Ryan Sandberg, no hardware. Bob Dyson, World Championship. A vacuum. Doc Gidge, he also won a Gold Glove for left field. Good stuff. Lee Sitch, no awards. Tony Meow, look at that. Tony thought he was the worst created player. Not only did he win a championship, but he won the center field Gold Glove Award. and he can also catch if needed. What were his fielding stats? 12.6 zone rating in center field. Way to go to the Cat Daddy. And Slambino, nothing for awards. And Bob Renault, also another Gold Glove winner. So a lot of great defensive player. Congratulations, Bob. You won the Gold Glove Award in right field. EVC has a great personality. Well, he fell in the draft though. Maybe the Yankees had something worked out. They work like that. They're like, hey, leave Blaze. We're taking him. We'll give you something down the line. That might be why he fell. So the NL player of the week was a Bob Dyson. Very good. And where are our other award winners? Oh, that's manager. We will move on. We went through the awards so far. I think we might be able to find him here. Reports. Wonder if they have them in top prospects yet. Are the new drafted players here yet? Not yet. We have to continue to next season. All right, we are going to save this game file because it would be disastrous to crash and to lose it. Thank you for the first chat, Walking Dead. My team, the Gladiators, are in your league this year. Yeah, with both your teams. I think we play each other a lot today. We're going to find out as we head to the Gladiator team. All right, all the quick tournaments are ready to go. The Gladiators with 277 packs. We're going to open about 50 today. I want to save a bulk of them for next week with the new content coming out tonight. So excited. New cards. Yay. I'm sure one or two of them will be a meta card. All the others everyone will complain about. They're not good enough. And Platinum 3 missions. If you don't have Platinum 3 Gold or Diamond, you better get them now. Prices are going to go up. They are going to skyrocket over the next 24 hours. Remember on Monday when we checked, we were one game out of relegation. And I said, be patient. This team always starts slowly. And by Wednesday, Thursday, they start picking things up. Let's check it out. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. I'm so happy I'll go through another download. 47 and 42. We are 2 games back of the Newberry Pirates. And at one point, we were 1 game out of relegation. But yeah, for some reason, this team always historically has started slow. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Walking Dead, we just played each other. Don't look at the result yet. Let's do it. Let's look at the highlights. I've never played you in league play. I've played you in tournaments, not in league play. And I don't know if this is the better of your, well, both of yours are in diamond, so I guess they're both pretty good. All right, here we go. We are in the Walking Dead ballpark. Look at the packed stadium. We have the Gladiators up against the Dead. We are going to go until runners in scoring position. And in the first, nothing for the Gladiators. Bottom of 1, we have 1 out with Oscar Charleston at third base and Vida Blue taking on Lou. Blue against Lou, and Lou hits one to first base, but he's happy with that because that scores the run, and the Walking Dead start the game with a 1-0 lead. We head to the top of the third. The Gladiators are at bat. Bases loaded. 1 out. Roy Halladay facing Oscar Charleston. Charleston at the plate. This is a grudge match. The number 2 hitter for the Gladiators. Here comes the pitch, and he hits it down the right field line. That is going to score at least one. The runner holds at third, not testing the arm of the right fielder. Tied up, 1-1. The Balking Dead is a different team? It's not Mr. Audit's team? Yeah, well, I think he was in the chat here earlier. Confirm, is it your team? Now we have Willie McCovey up against Roy Halladay. McCovey at the plate. Here's the pitch, and that is, they come home and they get the leadoff runner. Smart play by the second baseman. 2 down for the Gladiators. Bases loaded for Jim Thome. I like this. Here's a real life matchup. I'm sure they faced each other many times. Oh, the real Teddy, this is you. Can't get the go-ahead run. Wasted opportunity. All right, we go to runners in scoring position. 1-1, bottom of 4. Runners at first and second for Balking. Killebrew at the plate against Bullet Joe Rogan, who's having a great season, and that is hit to left field, caught, and the runners hold. Key out there. Ken Griffey Jr. at the plate, facing Bullet Joe. 2 on, 2 out, and that is hit down. Oh, what a stab. Did you guys see that? What a running grab by the right fielder. That is why right field is so important. Who was that? That was King Kelly in right field making the grab. All right, runners in scoring position. Top of 5. Gladiators in their gorgeous gray and red and gold uniforms. McCovey at the plate. Halladay comes with the pitch. 2 on, 2 out, and that is hit weakly to right field. That's going to do it. A 1-1 grudge match. Going to, let's see, runners in scoring position. Bottom of 6, runner on third, full count, lose at the plate. Can he cash in again? No, he strikes out. Bullet Joe says, I am not having that. 2 out. Brooks Robinson at the plate, facing Al Holland. Here comes the pitch from Holland. And gone down. Take the walk of shame. 1-1. Runners in scoring position. We go to the top of 8. We'll be back right after this break. All right, we're back. Yes, what a great time for a break as we hit the 8th inning in a 1-1 game. Walking Dead, Gladiators. Can the Gladiators slay a zombie? No, we'll find out soon. But just want to remind you, for those of you that joined in late to the stream, I started off talking about a few things. Again, tonight we have new cards coming out. We have a new card with some historical players with Platinum 3 missions that are coming out. The theme tonight is postseason heroes. We speculated last stream, we're probably going to see Joe Carter, I would hope, as a Blue Jay fan. Probably going to see Reggie Jackson, Madison Baumgartner, probably going to see him. So going to see some really good, probably power hitters, starting pitchers, hopefully tonight. So stay tuned. Dishnet will be on at 9 p.m. Eastern. Go check him out. Get your 5 free OOTP packs that you'll be able to rip once they're released tonight. And again, being Thursday, it is giveaway day. My first ever OOTP giveaway. We'll do that in about a half an hour. So stick around for 1-2 more segments, and then we'll do the draw for that, where 10,000 perfect points could be yours. And that will go and hopefully get you some good packs if you choose to spend them on that. So first giveaway we will do a little bit later. I did remind you that I am going to be on Saturday, but not for OOTP. So if you see something pop up, Laptop Hound is streaming. It's not OOTP, it's my other affiliate program with an app called LiQWYD. It's a collecting app. If you are a collector, if you enjoy collecting, Marvel, Disney, Rick and Morty, Hello Kitty, Little Pony. If you enjoy collecting things, I'm going to go through the app on Saturday and have a few giveaways for those people that are watching that as well. So that is what I'll be doing on Saturdays and Wednesdays, OOTP, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Keeping busy, but really enjoying connecting with the community. So thank you so much for the follows. Yes, the P3 cards came out in October, and the missions will likely come out tonight, and then the new ones come out beginning of December. And that'll be your, like, time's running out to get Babe Ruth, to get John Matlick. There's some good P3 cards. So yeah, you can still get those in packs as well. All right, we got to finish off this game. An exciting game. Nesio 2113. Does that mean you were born February 13th? Hey, am I intuitive? You're a February 13th baby? 8th inning. Top of 8. We have Joe DiMaggio with the Gladiators facing off against Vida Blue. Here comes the pitch from Blue. And that is driven down the left field line. That's going to go to the wall. That is going to be a sliding double. Just barely, but DiMaggio makes it into second for the Gladiators. 2 on, 2 strike count to Willie McCovey. Vida Blue suffering a little bit here. Here comes the pitch, and that is a key moment for Vida Blue with the strikeout. Jim Tomei now at the plate. 2 on, 1 out, 2 strike count, and Vida Blue delivers. That is driven up the middle past the shortstop. That is going to get into center field, and we now have loaded bases. Are you nervous, Balking? Are you a little bit nervous? Vida Blue still on the mound. Brooks Robinson at the plate. Here comes the pitch from Blue, and that is driven into center field just over the head of the shortstop. That is going to drive in 1 run, 2 runs as we head to the bottom of the 9th. 3-1. Walking Dead, do they have a comeback in store? Charleston at the plate. Here comes the pitch. That's driven to left field, but it is a lazy catch by the left fielder. Now we have Brooks Robinson, Al Leiter on for the save. Can he do it? Brooks Robinson at the plate. Here comes the pitch. That is driven to center field, and that's going to fall in front of the center fielder. DiMaggio is not the best defensive guy. He didn't make the running grab there. Harmon Killebrew, 2 out, runner on first. Killebrew can tie it. He's the guy that can do it. Leiter with the pitch. That's driven into center field, again falling in front of Joe DiMaggio. This is now scaring me, Balking. A chance for a walk-off win. Roberto Clemente up against Al Leiter. Bottom of 9. Tension mounts. Here comes the pitch from Leiter. And that's driven to third base. Brooks Robinson, the best defending third baseman in the league. And the Gladiators take this one 3-1 in their gorgeous gray and red uniforms. Great game, Walking Dead. I'm sure we will meet each other many times. And just to kind of check out that box score, Vida Blue starts off the game, and he is followed by Rogan, Al Holland with the win, Al Leiter with his 3rd save of the year, and Vida Blue takes the loss for the Walking Dead. A team I respect, a manager I respect that does consistently well in league and in tournament play. So we are one game back now out of the division lead. Let's take a look at the overall standings, the mediocres. Now, are the mediocres and the Balking Dead the same manager? Or are they different managers? I always get this confused. I know mediocres is Mr. Audit. So Balking Dead is Mr. Audit. Okay. That's what I thought. So my day has been successful, beating Mr. Audit in at least one game. Because look at that. He is leading the league with a 59-31 record. His Balking Dead are at 50-38. And the Rocky Mountain Gladiators, from being one game out of relegation on Monday, are now a pretty good position, I would say. So good for them in the AC wildcard. They are currently in a wildcard position, but just barely. And I look forward to more Balking Dead Mr. Audit games. The Gladiators are first in the league in runs against. So pitching is doing well. We're second in defensive efficiency. And if we look at kind of our overall numbers, really poor in base running, which is normal with my teams. I cannot get the base running sliders like most of us. And OPS, we're 12th and runs scored 12th. So we are going based off of our pitchers. We've got Hal Newhauser at 5-5. Eddie Plank is the newest Gladiator. I added him yesterday as a lefty with movement because my ballpark favors lefties with movement. Tex Houston, 6-2. I added him this week. Not a lefty, but he's got good movement and control. And Bullet Joe, look at that. For those of you that give up on Bullet Joe, look at this guy. 12-2 this year. His best season, in fact, one of his only above 500 seasons. So he's come out of nowhere this year as the number 4 pitcher in Rocky Mountain with a 12-2 record. In terms of our relievers, what do we got going there? Nothing really in the win department. Kevin Brown in a relief role is 6 wins, 2 losses. But we've got Al Leiter. I like that card. A lot of you like this card. Really good in the relief role. And in terms of the hitters, that's where we're kind of our weakest right now. We're not the strongest in our hitting. Our feature player today, look at that. At the beginning of the stream, we talked about Willie McCovey. And he is having a year in Rocky Mountain. 2.4 WAR, 304 average. Charleston, 289. Mickey Cochran, 274. I know some of you are having difficulty with Mickey. Willie Wells, not the greatest hitter. Hopefully he's making up for it in defense. 6.6 zone rating. I like it. And then we have some struggles with some of our underperformers. Brooks Robinson is on a cold streak. Willie Wells again, not hitting well. Pop Lloyd. So yeah, I've got some work to do with my hitters. But hey, that record, can't complain. They can compete. Let's go back to the chat. Gorgo, welcome. Good to see you here. Yes, thank you. Hope you're picking up your free packs today. Again, doing the draw, doing the giveaway at the end of the stream. We'll test it out. Again, I want to thank Gorgo so much for leading me through the whole process of Twitch. He has been an outstanding fellow affiliate. Catch him on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays on Twitch. And Hoffman, yeah, I want Hoffman. I do. He is my next mission. It's funny you mentioned that, Gorgo, because when I go to missions and I sort only by Cooperstown, look at that. I'm 15 points away from Hoffman. 15 points. I do have the perfect points. Randy Johnson for 5,000. There we go. There we go. Now watch, I'll pull Randy Johnson on stream. Cubs fan, good to see you again. You figured Trevor would be great. Trevor T. Oh, Hoffman. He's doing well for you? And you're Bullet Joe not doing as well. Well, guys, before we get to the giveaway, let us go on and open some packs. It is that time. It is time for the Gladiator pack opening. We are going to open about 50 today and save a lot of them for next week with all the new cards coming out. I do have a bank of higher end cards, silver, gold, historical, diamond, one perfect. We're going to hang on to those. I'm waiting for that big meta release to open those up. I'm in no desperation. My team's doing okay. I'm not desperate right now to open up those other packs yet. Gonna hang on to them. All right, Gorgo. Hope you brought some luck today. The Garrett Atkins, a duplicate. Platinum 3. There will be missions tonight. And I always like to give my followers, my watchers, a little bit of a deal. Since he's a duplicate, $14.99. If you want him, I can't give him for $14.99 because someone's got a buy order in. I'm going to give them to you for $15.01. Good deal. Go get them. Probably be involved in missions tonight. Garrett Atkins. As everyone runs to their computer and loads up the card shop. All right, first decent card to start off. Chester Williams. I don't have him yet. Negro League 2. Good. Building up on that. Look at that. Look at that sea of Oreos. Orioles, not Oreos, the cookie, but all live. But it does match the jersey color. Here we have a gold. Last stream we pulled 2 tops. Can we pull one more to make it a three-peat? No. A Philly who's a duplicate, bare minimum, on the shop if you need them. All live. Do I need to call a timeout? Do I need an early timeout to get this team going? Teasing me with golds. And pretty good, Judd Wilson. I draft you a lot in tournaments. Negro League 1, I do have that complete, but because I don't own them yet, I can't sell them. Gotta keep them. Bo Bichette from my Blue Jays. Still too soon to talk about them. 2 faceless? Give me a break. 2 faceless? No. 2 faceless players. Timeout. We're going to do a quick little evaluation of the card shop. We are going to look at all the cards again that are over 400,000. For all of you rich people out there that have tons of perfect points, Ernie Banks, 2.3 million. Andy Bennis, holding steady at 400,000. Dylan Cease. Too high priced. I'm going to call it out. Sorry, a little bit of gouging there. I think if someone put up their Dylan Cease for 600,000, that's fair because it's just above the past 10 sales. So 600 to 700,000 I can see, but 1.4 million, yeah, I wouldn't do that to the community. 2.2 million for another Topps bunt. Again, either these people don't want to sell the card and kind of want to show it off, or they're just trying to take advantage of a situation of trying to complete missions. Andrew Jones, 590. Albert Pujols, I like that deal. It's a limited card, only 100 of them. He plays well for a lot of people. It's bordering on gouging, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that. Jerry Royce, this has been up forever at $5.99. People do not want to sell their Jerry Royces. Babe Ruth, 1.3. I'm not going to say it's gouging because that's the last 10. If people are willing to pay that, I'm okay with people listing for that. I think his value will go down because better cards will come along. And now here's a perfect card. No one's got it listed yet. No one sold one yet. So 500,000, 600,000, I think for a perfect bunt, I think that's acceptable. Oh, someone else beat you to the Atkins. Yes, there are many younger people than us with fast fingers. Maybe I'll pull another one. Oh, your Royce isn't doing too good for you? Bobby Witt. Don't have him yet, so I'm going to keep that one. Good iron card. Back to the golds. And a Nick Strinchevich. Nick Strinchevich. Part of 3 missions, including CC2. But I don't have him yet. I need him for CC2. Haven't pulled a diamond yet. No perfects yet. Pack pulling is just not with me yet, but it's early. Lots of packs to go. Oh, here we go. I'm thinking if we don't pull something soon, we need to use timeout number 2. Did get a gold. Brandon Woodruff, I know he's a duplicate. I've pulled him many times. He can go for minimum. Kind of disappointing. He used to be a diamond and I think even a perfect. I don't know if it was this year or last year, but he was a perfect at one time. Another gold, 2 in a row. Alex Cobb. A giant. There we go with the orange uniform. But a 10-second player on the Rocky Mountain Gladiators because he's gone. He's on the market. Carl Glass, here's another silver Negro League duplicate. For those of you that are looking for one, I have him already. In the Negro League 1 pitchers. 388. Triple threes. You need yourself a Carl Glass on the market. Get him now. All right, I feel the diamond coming. That bright blue is coming soon to a screen near me. I feel it coming soon. You're excited about pulling a Wally Post? You're in trouble. Well, I think we have a dry run, but you don't waste a timeout. You call the third one. You leave the pack polling screen. You look on chat. Nothing to comment on there. You guys bring up the vibes. Come on, chat. Come on. Let's go. Let's finish off with a bang. Let's get that diamond. We're in about 50 packs already. No diamond, no perfect. Bunch of gold. make it worthwhile. Stephen Kwan, not really. But I don't have them, so I better keep them. Gotta have one of everything. 6 more packs to go. We're in the bottom of the 9th. We're down by 3 runs. We need a big hit here. The worst pack pulling I've had in a long time. But I was due for it. And I beat the Walking Dead in league play. One game. All right, last pack. Here we go. Ending off, we started with a silver platinum and we're ending with a silver platinum. I really like this card. I've used him on the Blue Jays team, but I don't have him on the Gladiators yet. Mr. Ennis, a really good power contact guy as a left fielder in the lower levels. So we are going to end there on the pack pulling and go back to the chat screen. Whew. That was rough, guys. But hey, I showed you the temperature earlier. 19 degrees Fahrenheit here. With snow. The packs are just as cold. Yeah, that was rough. Hopefully next week we can pull a little better packs. Wish come true. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for following. Welcome to the stream. Always love when those new followers pop in, just kind of out of nowhere. So let me try this giveaway thing. Bear with me. It's my first attempt. I think I have it set up because I've got good advice from Gorgo. Let me copy that. So here are the rules, guys. It's simple. Most streamers do that. I'm going to give you up until the break pretty much to enter exclamation ticket or exclamation enter. Not yet. Once I start the giveaway, you can enter it. You'll get 1 entry only once. Exclamation ticket or exclamation enter. Do not put any numbers, nothing like that. Just the character and the word. Then I will do the draw and the winner will get 10,000 perfect points within the next 24 hours. I will submit the name, and if you win, you should expect that in your account in the next 24 hours. I ship, with a P, I ship my bed. Pleasant journeys on the open waters. May the waters flow smoothly, for I ship my bed. All right, guys, I am going to try this now. I'm going to give you, where are we in terms of our next break? Yeah, I'm going to give you until the end of the break. I think we're good to go. Enter ticket or exclamation ticket, exclamation enter if you want to enter for this giveaway. Now is the time as the entries come in. 10,000 perfect points will be delivered to your account. Again, this will stay open during the commercial break. And after the break, I will close the giveaway and then we'll draw a winner. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we have less than 30 seconds to go in the giveaway. Exclamation ticket, exclamation enter. Timer is running. You've got less than 10 seconds to go now if you want to enter this 10,000 perfect point giveaway. And we are almost done. The giveaway is now closed. And it's time to draw our winner. Good luck for the first Hound giveaway. And our winner is, we got about 15 entries it looks like. Congratulations to the Real Ted Dio. The Real Ted Dio, you are the premier winner on Laptop Pound Thursday giveaways. Thanks everyone for participating. And Real Teddy, if you are here, let me know what your username is, which of your OOTP accounts you want that 10,000 to go to, and I will make sure that I pass that along and give it 24 hours to appear. So Real Teddy-O, thanks so much, and thanks everyone else for participating. Again, it is a cold, blustery day up in Canada. Hope you guys are staying warm because it's going to be cold here for a really long time. Yes, tune in to DishNet tonight. We also have some other streamers coming on or scheduled to come on as well. Let me just take a quick look if anyone is currently on. We have the EMLB coming on at 7 o'clock if you want to check them out. We have DishNet coming on at 9 p.m. for more free packs and Call Your Shot, where you can earn more perfect points. And of course, tomorrow we have Mr. EVC, or I can't remember his player name. I think it was like Blaze Von Braun. He will be on at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time for his theme team coverage. And tomorrow night, Dish is back at it with the TWIP 128 or 256 tournament. So the streams keep coming. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Let me just see here if I've got the names. Teddy, have you given me that name? Maybe send me a whisper and let me know what your name is. And yes, capitalization is important. Make sure it's the same that you have on your stream for OOTP. Mine is Laptop Pound with a lowercase l. Sent it to me. Okay. Teddy O, if you can hang around until I can confirm that I did get your whisper here. And Gorago, yes, I will stay on for another minute. Let's call this house cleaning couple of minutes here as I go and I make sure that I've got the Teddy O name. Yes, Teddy, I have it. And the capitalization, I assume, is correct. The first letter and last letter is capitalized. I will send that along. Congratulations on my first giveaway. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. It means so much. Check out my YouTube channel. I'm so close to 1,000 subscribers. So close. And I will be back again on Monday for OOTP. And I'll be on Saturday for collecting content with another app that I use. So it won't be for drops on Saturday. It will be a completely different app. So OOTP won't even be in the title. Thanks guys for following. It's time to turn off the lights. Take care of yourself and someone else this weekend. It's a great day for baseball, just not here in Canada. Have a wonderful day, rest of your evening, and we'll see you next episode. Signing off. We'll keep it going for another minute or two on the closing screen, just in case you're that close to your last drop.